So one of the tactical questions that every business needs to look at is what is their core thing they're good at? And sometimes there's more than one thing. But the corollary is what are the core things they're not that good at? And maybe they're not good at it because they don't have a bent towards it, right? You know, your creative people are seldom great spreadsheet people, and your great spreadsheet people are seldom the most creative marketing people. And so taking a look at honestly what you do well helps you also take a look at what you don't do well and what somebody else might be able to do better. And it's really difficult sometimes for some people's egos. But I try to approach it by just saying, listen, it's not so much about your ego, so much as why are you wasting your time with some of these things that you don't love? Um, you should be spending your time on the important things and then enjoying your excess time. Not slaving away on some spreadsheet that would take an accountant an hour to do and you're spending 10 hours on it. That doesn't make any sense. It's not a good use of your time. The same thing with lots of other detail things. Human resources is a great example. Human resource specialists, they just already know the things as opposed to, someone having to look everything up and figuring it all out. So working your way through and really trying to say what are we good at? Another way to say what are we good at is what does my company get paid for? And if my company doesn't get paid for that thing, that's probably not something I'm good at. That's a cost. That is an extra thing we're having to do to support what we do get paid for. So again, if you're a marketing agency, you get paid for marketing. You don't get paid for accounting. You don't get paid for human resources. If you're a manufacturing company, you get paid for building those things. That's what you get paid for. It's not all the rest of this stuff. And so, I would really encourage you to take a look at the professionals that are outside that can get things done quickly. And there's always a cost value analysis you want to take a look at. Some marketplaces are super expensive. Some marketplaces have a lack of professional resources because the demand's so high. But that's what we take a look at is what are you good at? Do those things. What aren't you good at? Don't do those things.